Hi guys, how are you today? Listen, I'm really I'm glad I'm doing this video today, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad because I think we're witnessing something here. This may be the end of an era, if you ask me, of Lisa Rinna's Mean Girl days. Now, just ride with me here, people. No back talk, not just yet. Let me get this out. I feel that we have watched her Mean Girls ways for years now, okay? And she's gotten away with them. Yolanda with the Munchausen disease. She actually made LVP quit. Okay, this was all Lisa Rinna. Just year after year after year. And finally, I think this might be an end of an era, people. Now, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, okay? But this might be end of an era. I'm thinking two women have stopped her at her games. That would be Denise Richards and Garcelle. Now, I would say Garcelle's last name, but it's French, and I don't know how to say it. I think it's Bouvier. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, Garcelle. This is a for real French name. I cannot say it if you paid me. I don't know how to pronounce it. Let me try one more time. Let me try. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Garcelle Bouvier. That sounds something like that, okay? That's the best I can do, okay? But this is the important part of the story. Now what her last name is, that we might be at an end of an era, okay? Let me talk about what's going on today. So a couple days ago, Garcelle said that she thinks that Lisa needs to be very careful what she posts. By posting these racy pictures, these, I would say, somewhat pathetic dance videos. I mean, if you ask me, and no one has, that would be a bad thing to do, especially when you have a daughter in the house that suffers from an eating disorder. That's what it's called, an eating disorder. Let me give you an example of some of the torture we've been witnessing. Now, in this video, okay, if you ask me, I would describe Lisa's physique as somewhat skeleton. She's very, very thin. Very, very thin, okay? And she does it all the time. You have to be careful of what you post because your daughter suffers from an eating disorder. I agree with Garcelle. Like, why are you putting things on your social media like this? This is a trigger. If you ask me, no one's asked me, but I think, let me see if I could make this bigger. I think this is treading on dangerous ground, especially when you have a teenager in the house that suffers from an eating disorder. You got to be very careful that you don't do anything that's triggering. Look at this. She doesn't have an ounce of fat on her body. I really would describe this as a skeleton physique. Not to be mean, and it's really a skeleton physique if you suffer from an eating disorder, if you have food issues. What are you doing here? I feel that Garcelle only pointed out the obvious. Okay, now, if you ask me, and no one has, remember, I'm in the business of giving unwanted opinions. If you ask me, I think Lisa, who admits to having food issues, that's what she said, kind of might subconsciously kind of contributed to her daughter's disorder. If you ask me, I'm not a professional. I'm just saying what I think. I think that Garcelle made a good point. Do you guys remember when Harry accused her of when her daughter refused to eat, they had some barbecue, and Harry turned to Lisa and said, "This is your fault." I really do. We had a conversation about it a couple videos ago. I think that Lisa's issues could have rubbed off on Amelia, but that's neither here or there. That's not what this video is about today. This video is about how Lisa was furious, you guys, furious with Garcelle. She said that Garcelle was mom shaming her. Mom shaming? I mean, okay. I mean, are we going to go there with this? She was furious. The attack, that's what I'm calling. The attack on Garcelle continues today. She won't stop. This is how upset she is by Garcelle's comments, which I don't understand what are you so upset about. I think she pointed out the obvious. So she goes on. She says, I pray for all moms on our show who have kids who will someday soon be teenagers on the show. Are you blaming Amelia? This is why we got to talk about it. For her eating disorder, as if you probably had nothing to do with it. You have to take a little bit of accountability, even if you say, I think I could have contributed. But to just blame it all on Amelia as if you had nothing to do with it, when your husband even said this was your fault. Now, might not be 100% accountable, but if you see someone year after year after year not eating, it might rub off on you, Lisa. Don't go off on Garcelle. Don't go off on Harry, but maybe it's easier to blame other people. Something has to be, you have to have some kind of accountability. But, that wasn't her only tirade. She goes on again. Like she's pissed, people. She's pissed. Okay, there's no other way around it. Then she goes on. She says, you're crying about your bleep being put out there. Wait until they go after your kids. Don't say I didn't warn you. She's pissed. She's pissed. There's no other word around it. Because if you were really concerned about what Garcelle said, why didn't you just pick up the phone or even a text message, an email? But this public outcry, this shows your anger. That's what I'm going to say. It shows your anger. Did it stop there? No. Someone said, it feels like she's threatening Garcelle. It really does. If you guys can think of something else for this behavior, let me know. But to me, I'm thinking it's a threat. And then this was the biggest one that made me think it was a threat. She said, is this a warning? Yes. Pissed. She's pissed. She's pissed. She's pissed. Now, listen, we all heard that Garcelle said that she wasn't sure about coming back for a second season because she thinks that, your first season, they treat you lightly. The second season, you might be the target. Garcelle, I'm a realist. I love you. I'm trying to tell you, you're going to be a target next season. But I don't think it'll work. I think her mean girl days are behind her. I think the public's getting tired of it. We want some real issues. Maybe this will stimulate you to talk about your own issues with food and not go through your daughter and make her feel forced. Remember, she said she felt like she had to film and talk about her issues because her mom made her. She tried to clean it up later by saying, no, I kind of enjoyed it. No, you felt forced. Maybe this will trigger Lisa Rinna to start being honest about her own issues, about her own battles. If she has an eating disorder, she says she has issues with food. What kind of issues are we talking about? Like, what does that mean? Are you anorexic too? We need to start talking about these things, and you need to talk about them from your point of view and not someone else's. This will help a lot of people with food issues. But there's no doubt in my mind that Garcelle's going to be her next victim, and I don't think it's going to work. Garcelle doesn't seem to be afraid of her. If we believe the rumors that this reunion, that Lisa's going to go after Garcelle, and Garcelle flips the script and holds her own. I'm telling you, this might be the end of an era, guys. I don't think she could go around being big, bad, mean Lisa Rinna, putting everyone in their place and, calling people out. This might be the beginning of a new era, which what I call, what about you? Let's talk about you for a change. Stop talking about other people. Do you have food issues? What does that mean, you have issues with food? It's time to talk about Lisa Rinna. And then while we're at it, I would throw in the Harry conversation too. We want to know, are you and Harry, do you guys have an arrangement? Are the rumors about Harry true? It's time that we start turning the tables on you. So I'm hoping this season, when she goes after Garcelle with everything she's got, because all of these postings, she's pissed, people, okay? She's upset. There's no doubt in my mind she's going to come in and Garcelle's going to be her target. They're going to meet about it all, like months before the season starts. She's going to call in her posse, her little minions, Kyle and Teddy. And I don't think Dorit's going to be a part of this season. Well, she might, because Dorit was going to be the next target. But thanks to Garcelle, we have a new target. I don't think it's going to work. I think Denise Garcelle and Sutton. I think Sutton should come back for another season, have turned the tables on Lisa Rinna. But, we'll find out. But what do you guys think about her going after Garcelle, post after post after post, because she's upset? Why are you so upset? Is there a little truth to what she said? Me personally, your videos don't trigger me to have eating issues or look at my body a certain way. It just triggers anger in me. Stop dancing every 5 minutes. No one wants to see your little skeleton body in a good way dancing off beat. It's just getting ridiculous. It has to stop, people. It has to stop. So we got to talk about it in the comments section. What do you guys think? Do you think that I'm being over the top here and one has nothing to do with the other? Is she allowed to post all the racy pictures she wants and all the dancing and promoting her body? Do you guys think it has nothing to do with Amelia and her eating problems? I'll put it that way. So let me know. Let's go at it in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to click that like button. It does wonders for my videos. Also, if you haven't already subscribed and hit the notification bell, go ahead and do that. And I'll see you guys down in the comment section. Until next time, bye.